Hey, it's Heather. I just left my corporate job in Texas and moved to New York City to chase my dream of becoming a full-time content creator. For the next 3 months, I'll be posting weekly vlogs showing what the process is actually like through the ups and downs. And on today's episode of the Creator Diaries, we're doing a Latinx food tour, celebrating Dia de Los Muertos in Times Square, and tackling real creator challenges like beating jealousy and staying motivated. Hey y'all, do you notice anything different? I'll give you a few seconds. Let me know if you see anything different. I am starting my first week of recording S-Log. And if you have absolutely no idea what S-Log is, I'm just gonna show you. This is what S-Log looks like. It's basically a way for me to take the maximum advantage of the camera that I have and really customize things like the lighting and color grading. You know, as you guys know, I'm trying to take you along with me what it's like to try and advance as a content creator. As creatives or as humans in general, we get comfortable. We only want to change on our own terms, which is never. The first thing I'm doing is recording an S-Log. But the second thing I'm doing this week is trying an entirely new, different editing software. So hopefully this footage looks good. Switching to a new editing software for a creator is like, might as well be handing me a new camera because that's how hard I feel like it is. It's just wanted to give an introduction for this video. So anyways, we got a jam-packed day, jam-packed weekend. So I'll see you at lunchtime.
I think I burnt my tongue, but it was worth it.
All right, we are at El Palacio de las Empanadas. Jacob's doing a food tour. This is an empanada place that his family used to come to. He's half Colombian. Last time we stopped here, it was so delicious. We had to make a trip over here. So we took a subway almost an hour here, but I tell you, the food in Queens is superior. The food in Manhattan is good, but the food in Queens is next level. So first we tried this drink, and it just says cola flavored cola on the side here. But let me try it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got like a red tint to it. Maybe like a faint big red if I had to describe it. So these are the crispy golden empanadas. Now the first time I had Colombian empanadas was from Jacob's grandma and they were so good. So let's see how these compare. It's so like cold out here right now. It's November. And eating a warm empanada like this, the way I didn't even say what's in it. Usually it has potato and then a certain type of meat. This one we got a steak, shredded steak. Oh, it has a sauce. But it does come with a sauce too. The pique. It smells kind of like Valentina. Like a vinegar, like a little bit vinegary. Yeah. Pretty good. I would say it is interesting to see the difference between like Colombian and Mexican level of spice. Like probably the pepper is a little bit different than maybe the Mexican style. So it's cool to see like this type of Colombian food too. Yeah, we're gonna continue on our food tour. All right, y'all. We have made it out to Queens. If you don't know, I'm Mexican, by the way. I am a no sabo kid, which means I grew up not really speaking too much Spanish. My parents both speak a lot of Spanish. It was all about getting immersed in being an American and learning English. So anyways, let's practice my Spanish a little bit. Vamos a practicar nuestro español. We're gonna go to this shop, tamales shop. So I saw this story of this girl that opened a tamales shop here in Queens, and she has a crazy story. I'll try to play some clips for y'all here.
She was arrested over 18 times for selling tamales. This is Evelia, and she has an amazing story. Evelia has been selling tamales on this corner for over 20 years, and throughout the years has faced threats and challenges from the city, which resulted in her being arrested over 18 times. The extreme popularity of her tamales has allowed her to open a storefront a few streets down from the original cart.
No me rendía. Si la policía me agarraba hoy, yo decía, mañana salgo a vender otra vez.
She used to be a food truck, and now she has 2 locations. So we're gonna go and we're gonna eat there. And part of practicing my Spanish, I'm gonna try ordering in Spanish. All right, we got the tamales. They are very high in demand because they were basically out of a lot of things. The way you make tamales is you kind of like batch make them. So I'm sure whatever they made for the day, like they're out. So what we ended up getting is adobo tamales with some verde sauce. They're also only $2 each, which is nice. Ooh. This is what they look like. Whoa. It's spicy. Oh, that's so flavorful though. Oh, that's spicy. The spice like really hit me at the end. I love the flavor of the masa. It's so good. Really good. I wish I had been able to try like the chicken or the beef, but this is still good too.
Tomaré un avión que me lleve pronto hasta tu lado. Un auto lento es para alguien como yo que
We made it out to Times Square to see the honoring of the dead for Dia de los Muertos, which actually takes place on November 2nd, which is actually just after Halloween from the 31st. In the Hispanic culture, we really celebrate the people of the dead, leave out their favorite meals for them, and it's so cool to come out to Times Square and see that everyone can come together and celebrate as a group. Good morning, New York City. It is Sunday, what's today? November 3rd. And we are going out right now to go watch the New York City Marathon. Maybe it's about time we enter this running arc, this training arc. We're about to go see some of the best runners in the New York City Marathon. Over 51,000 people are participating in this race. I think it's the third largest one that they've had. They just took off at like 9 a.m. It's a brisk fall morning, so we're in Central Park. We're gonna kind of follow the route all the way down and watch the runners come through. Let's go, let's get hyped. We can already hear those cheering for the racers that have come through. I think the first few runners have already made it and they're about to get through the finish line. You can just feel the energy. Everyone is so hyped. Everyone's talking about the race right now and we're about to make it out, so let's go.
This is high.
Finished up the marathon. It really motivated and inspired me to run. As of last week, I don't know if you guys saw my TikTok challenge this week was to have ChatGPT make me a high protein meal plan, which I ate for 5 days in a row. Watch the TikTok. But anyways, I've been eating at home and cooking very consistently this week and going to the gym, so we're getting back on track. This is gonna be my last eat out meal because it's Sunday, which means we need a reset, but came to get some smash burger. I mean, it's superior. It's superior. It is so good here. Cheers. I think what makes this burger is the sauce and the cheese. Hi guys, it's me back from the beginning of the video. Actually, earlier this week, I saw my friend David, who I met at Tejas' event, hit 100,000 subscribers this week. So emotional in that moment when somebody hits 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it was cool to be able to watch it live. I'm sharing the story because like it really resonated with me, so I thought that I would share it. He was kind of going down memory lane. He was asked, if you knew in 2024 you'd be hitting 100,000 subscribers, like what would you say? Like, would you believe it? And he was like, yeah, of course I'd believe it. I would have said, how did I not hit it in 2023? That's the kind of delusion that you have to have as a creator. You know you're gonna make it eventually, even if when you're first starting out, the numbers aren't there and you're posting and you feel like nothing's really taking off. Because when you do end up taking off and becoming successful, don't you want it to be the best part of what you can create? That's being seen, not maybe the worst of the content you create. And I'm saying this to you mostly because I'm kind of speaking out loud to myself, but you see, it's easy to get caught up in all these creators that are, you know, growing faster than you or they're bigger than you. There's another 18-year-old who just moved into a New York City penthouse, or this creator just got a brand collaboration with a brand that you really, really love. You know, comparison thief of joy, and I do just have one piece of advice that I always tell myself, and I thought that I would share it. Hopefully it could help you too. The one sentence I always say to myself when maybe I feel like a spark of jealousy about something I see, or about something that I see maybe on social media, is I pause and I remind myself what's possible for them is also possible for me. I want just as much good for my neighbors and my friends in the creator space as I do for myself. I want equally as much, if not better, for everyone going around. So when I see someone else that's having a lot of success, I remind myself that I'm so happy that it's available and possible in their life, because that means it's possible in my life too. Because it's in my reality, it's in my being. That means that it could also happen for me, and it can. So whenever I see it, I heart their post, I write a comment to congratulate, I support. And honestly, that's how all of us creators should feel. Because if we stay consistent, we know that we have to get there one day. And when we hit 100,000, when we hit 1 million, we're gonna say this was always the plan. So anyways, I hope this heart-to-heart could really resonate with you guys. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you're going through or would like to learn about too, because I would love to have your input on our upcoming videos too. I really appreciate all the support. Thanks once again for spending some time with me, and I will see you in the next one.